I got home just in time for Vinland Saga, and to see the divide of these two men who have very similar goals but very different ways to go about it. There has been a sort of debate in the comments about who they feel is justified, whether they think Thorfinn's method is right or whether they believe in Canute's methods. I am kind of on the Thorfinn side. I think Canute, just because he has an admirable goal, doesn't mean I like the means that he is going about it, and I think that's kind of what's putting me off at Canute and why I talked about them going on intersection and crossing and going in two different paths. And wouldn't you know it, episode 23 is actually called Two Paths. So why don't we enjoy the second to last episode of Vinland Saga season 2? He probably will if he has to. Ooh, strong confrontation. It's almost like Thorfinn's choice back then has led to this tree of decisions. Even they are asking him to turn back. In this current world, yes. He's here to condescend him and force him to even harden even more than he already has. Like, he was carefully listening to Thorfinn without taking action, and now Sven is like, nah, you're terrible. You should treat them like a flock of sheep. Don't listen, Canute. It's not the way of a king. The way of a king that gets beheaded. Yeah, if you treat people not like people anymore, that's when you fail them. Don't do it. Let Thorfinn break through. Shut up. That voice is so strong in his head. Wow, Thorfinn. He's literally taking his retreat. Einar is shocked. You heard the man. Just run. He knows they both will die. They engaged. I wonder if he agrees with Canute's plan. You don't have the right to criticize your ideas, but I call them crazy. That's smart of Thorfinn to back away and observe. Only a guilty person would think like that. Thinking that you could be talked to. Poor Thorfinn, he really did let that happen to his face, hoping that something would change, but nothing came of it. It's also interesting Thorfinn is willing to examine Canute's plans before he can judge them. He doesn't really know the answer just yet. Oh, Canute is losing it because he's grown into a much better man than he has, and he's pissed. Or crying. Laughing? Really? That's not a reaction I expected. Everyone is just shocked. Nope, not Thorfinn. No. That's it. Can you believe it? It's not always about a power play. I guess he's really seen a lot of corruption in his last 4 years. I think he needs Thorfinn around. He tempers him. He's softening up! Yes! Even a Viking like Thorfinn can exist. That's sweet. The way he regards him. I wonder how he'll respond now. New lens. Good job. Let's see you try. I kind of like that. Interesting, but you're also abandoning a lot of the people in this land. That's interesting. Okay. So it's like, let's not clash and have two different kinds of politics at play here. Let's have our own playgrounds. And if people here don't like your method, they could come to mine and vice versa. Pointing out the painful reality of his methods. Don't make more work for me. Yeah, he's no longer brutish. This kind of challenges his own ideals of how he wants to build his world as well. Because Thorfinn's like, I'll just try my methods elsewhere. He really did come back to join the army, didn't he? What? Did they really retreat? No, Wolf agrees with us. That's interesting. That's so interesting. Two leaders challenging each other in the best possible way to grow as better leaders. Wow, can you imagine a world where we don't have to fight, but we just learn from each other? That's beautiful. Look how happy he is.
その後、クヌートはイングランド財政を圧迫していた中英デンマーク軍に解散を命じる。
Wow. All because of that one interaction. How many ships were there before?
危惧されたイングランドでの反乱は起こらなかった。クヌートが軍事力を手放すことで、イングランドの諸侯はクヌートの信頼を知り、
That's so sweet.
帝服者の関係が
The dynamic shifted like that because he just trusted them and they gained respect for him. Oh my god, they're so emotional. I wonder if King Swen's voice has disappeared. It feels like Thorfinn broke through the intrusiveness and he's like, no, you gotta listen to my voice. You're just stuck with this one dude. He's just telling you crap. Oh, they're still on the farm. I'm surprised. I don't know if they're remaining. Like, are they remaining slaves or just sleeping the night to then join Leaf? I can't tell if this is something he's seeing in his dream or if he really got butchered that hard in the fight. He's still mourning. Yep, this is reality. I wonder if that's a flower for everyone he's lost. Mother, sister, her kid. Was there someone else? His dad, I guess. You're one to talk. To a new land. Let's do it. New adventure. That there might be something better out there. Every experience he has. He grows so much in perspective. Or we don't yearn death. I like the migration of the birds. Very symbolic. I'll make it. Good boy, Thorfinn. Better not die on the voyage. Call him brother. See, see, that gets him motivated. Stop it with the music. It's kind of poetic that they're creating a land that a woman can feel comfortable in as well. Ah, they're together. Snake, Olmar, Pater's alive. Even Olmar has respect for him. I want Thorfinn and Olmar to meet in the future. That says a lot for someone of his standing to say that he wants to be like a slave, you know? Not that he is a slave, but you get what I mean. 15 years to do that, and he did it in a few days. No more slavery, though. Aww, he finally gets to say a proper goodbye. They were giving them money? Oh. Slave work over! We have a name! I wonder what's gonna become of Kettle. Guess that he got Blinded in one eye. Omar! Doing some hard work on the farm. Oh, did he marry the girl? They're doing hard work together. Carve it. Even they're doing work now. Maybe they're no longer protecting the farms. Yeah, I know the feeling. Carve it into the land, carve it into your flesh. I guess your values. Carve it into the sea. Yo, I wonder what he's off to do. Carve it into your spoils, carve it into your enemies. Carve it. Well, it still isn't used to this work. They're truly earning their keep. Carve what you feel into me. How about living? He opened his eyes. Maybe that's why he always had them closed, because of the pain. Carve that encounter into me. Is that the end? Okay, good. Because I don't think I can handle anymore. Oh my gosh. I feel so emotional. Because this is very relatable on so many different levels. From like the life that you live to the things you've experienced and the pains of the world. And it has me being super emotional. And I don't feel like being very vulnerable right now in front of camera for everyone. But all I can say is that was a beautiful episode. And it hit hard. And I think if you've experienced a bit of life and you've had a fair share of rotten stuff happen to you, episodes like this hit hard. It's like reality is like talking to you and the pain of life and recovering from it and trying to find a silver lining in it all. So, okay. There's one more episode, right? Like this is not the end. Okay, according to this website, there's 24. Because that honestly felt like it could be a season finale. But I guess we'll find out what happens episode 24. I'll see you next week for the last episode. Bye-bye.